Hello, everyone. My name is Emily, and this is Soul Path, a space where we explore life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. Today, I'm going to share 5 psychic signs that someone is thinking about you and how to tell if you're on their mind. Have you ever found yourself thinking about someone only for them to call or text you moments later? Or maybe you've been wondering about an old friend you haven't seen in ages, and suddenly you bump into them at the store. These moments are not random coincidences. In fact, as I often say, coincidences simply don't exist in the universe. You can think of these instances as psychic messages or subtle downloads from that person. They might be wanting to reach out, have a meaningful conversation, or are just thinking of you intensely. In this discussion, I'll share the 5 most common signs that someone is thinking of you. Signs that often show up in our lives when another person has us on their mind. First, let's explore why it's possible to sense that someone is thinking about you. As I've shared before on my blog and in videos, we're all deeply interconnected. Humanity is like one vast web of consciousness. Every thought sends out a vibration that ripples through this web, touching everyone on the planet. When we're tuned in, we can pick up on these vibrations, which often show up in our lives in unexpected ways. This intuitive connection, which we often call a gut feeling, allows us to perceive these vibrations and recognize when someone is thinking of us. It's like a sixth sense that gives us insight into what's happening beyond the physical realm. One common way this connection manifests is through dreams. When someone is thinking about you, you might find yourself dreaming about them. Now, it's important to distinguish between dreams that originate from your own thoughts and dreams that are a reflection of their energy. For instance, if you've been thinking about someone constantly, like a crush or a loved one, it's natural for them to appear in your dreams because your subconscious is processing those thoughts. But here's the key. If someone you haven't been actively thinking about starts appearing repeatedly in your dreams, this could be a sign they've been thinking of you so much that their energy has imprinted on your subconscious mind. It's as though their thoughts are reaching out to you, and your dreams are picking up on their vibrations. Sometimes this connection goes even deeper. You might experience what I call dream stalking. This happens when someone is thinking of you so frequently and intensely that they appear in your dreams, even when the dream itself has nothing to do with them. For example, you might dream about being in a coffee shop, and although the dream isn't about them, you notice them sitting in the background. Dream stalking is a fascinating phenomenon, and if you're curious, I could explore how to consciously enter someone else's dreams in another video. It's a topic that sparks a lot of intrigue. For now, I hope this introduction gives you some insight into how powerful and interconnected we truly are, and how our thoughts and energy can create profound connections with others. Let's dive deeper into these psychic signs together. When talking about someone, it can often feel as if they are constantly present in your thoughts, especially in your dreams, even though you're not actively thinking about them during the day. This is a strong indication that this person may be thinking of you or has something they want to share or discuss. Interestingly, another sign to look out for is when you find yourself unable to stop thinking about them. This might seem a bit counterintuitive, especially if you're consciously thinking about someone you like or care about. It's natural to form habits of thought. However, the situation becomes noteworthy when someone you're not actively focused on keeps appearing in your mind. This could be a stranger, an acquaintance you haven't seen in years, or someone entirely unexpected. When they pop into your thoughts randomly while you're doing something completely unrelated, it can feel as though they're reaching out energetically, like sending a mental message that you subconsciously pick up on. Another curious sign is noticing their name or things associated with them appearing everywhere. These could be subtle messages from the universe, hinting that they're thinking about you. For example, you might see their name on a billboard, come across their favorite dish on a menu, or hear a mention of their obscure hometown on the news. These little coincidences, no matter how small or random, inevitably remind you of them, almost like a cosmic thinking of you card. You might also experience an unexpected and powerful urge to reach out to someone, even if you don't normally feel this way about them. This is often a strong indication that they're energetically prompting you to connect because they want to talk or share something with you. Interestingly, this works both ways. You can manifest someone contacting you simply by focusing your thoughts on them. But when this urge feels spontaneous and comes from nowhere, it's a clear sign that the other person may be thinking about you deeply and energetically inviting you to connect. As time goes on, you'll find that your paths cross more often, sometimes in the most unexpected and surprising ways. For instance, you might meet someone at a restaurant one day, and then a week later, you both find yourselves walking down the same aisle in a grocery store at the exact same time. It may seem like a coincidence at first, but if you stop to think about it, the odds of this happening are pretty slim. Consider this: you live in the same city, yet you've never encountered each other before. All those months and years went by without any sign of meeting. But then, out of the blue, you meet. A week later, you bump into them again, and maybe even the week after that. The more often this happens, the clearer it becomes that this is no mere chance. It's as if they're on your mind, and perhaps, whether consciously or unconsciously, they're manifesting these encounters. It's a bit like the law of attraction. When someone is thinking about you, the universe might align to bring you together more often. Similarly, you have the power to manifest such meetings through your own thoughts, too. Now, if you're wondering about the most powerful sign in all of this, it's your own intuition. Deep inside, there's a part of you that already knows the answer to everything. Intuition often speaks in whispers, but if you learn to listen, you'll quickly recognize whether these encounters are just your own mind at work, or if the other person is truly thinking about you. I encourage you to tune in more closely to your own intuitive abilities, which we all have, because we're all connected. If you're curious about how to get into someone else's head, or even manifest these encounters in reverse, making them think about you constantly, dream about you, or feel compelled to reach out, know that you have that power. Just as you can manifest anything, you can use your thoughts to influence someone's attention. This process, especially in a romantic context, is often called remote seduction. Additionally, I've been working on creating printable tools related to the law of attraction, many of which will be free. These resources are meant to help you tap into your creative abilities and manifest whatever you desire in life. I'm excited to share these tools with you and build this community together. If you feel inspired by this message, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. While it's still small, I hope to grow it into something big, a place where like-minded people can connect, share, and support each other on their spiritual journeys. Thank you for being here and happy manifesting. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.